Okay, it's May 25th, 2010. It's Thursday. Earlier today at 9:15, William Brownson, Lorraine Grinage's dad, and my husband, I'm Roxanne Grinage, HigherLegs.org, and we are the family of Ezekiel and Arriyel Brown, whom we have shown today the third report to Anne-Marie Ambrose, Commissioner of DHS, Mayor Nutter, and the fourth report proofs of Erick Brown's fraud and scam and theft by deception, bigamy, that is causing Ezekiel and Arriyel Brown, my grandchildren, and Lorraine Grinage's children to be literally kidnapped by Erick Brown and his bigamous girlfriend, wife, Saundra Sullivan, in total contempt, complete contempt of any state custody order, violation of Lorraine's legal custody rights in that custody order, and the visitation rights. And so much is happening to them. They're warehoused out in Brightside daycare facility. He's claiming it's school without Lorraine's consent or knowledge or access to her children. He's in violation of since March 28th, when he showed up to the visitation high with the children being hungry, and he has refused to allow Lorraine to speak to the children. He stated to Lorraine on the phone day before Mother's Day that she needn't call there anymore. She's never going to be able to speak to or see her children again. And Saundra Sullivan told her on Mother's Day, quote, "Sweetie, they told me you wouldn't be calling her anymore. The home phone number has been changed with some kind of pin on it." And Erick promised and on April 6th, we have done a time capsule statement. Myself and Lorraine have told Ezekiel and Arriyel the truth of who has caused them harm and why Erick L. Brown and Saundra O. Sullivan are committing acts of child abuse and child maltreatment, which are resulting in prolonged injuries of post-traumatic stress disorder, child maltreatment injuries, or parent alienation disorder, and they're being made to go for 10 hours a day in a warehouse situation of a facility which is a DHS contract, a Brightside Learning Academy, and it gets extremely bad reviews from parents where children have been injured, neglected, and hurt, both in the community, word of mouth, written, and posted online for surveys. So now William Brownson tried to call at 6 o'clock. He heard Erick's voice. He picked up. Erick swore up and down that he would be able to talk to the kids today at 6 o'clock after they got home from, quote, school, but it's not school. He was talking to them at 9:15 and had already dropped them off at this daycare facility. And so it's a full 10 hours that they've been out today. And Whit was told to hold on, and then Erick hung up on him. Whit called back, and Erick hung up on him. So, and on April 6th, let me just finish this. Erick was heard on the phone telling Ezekiel, "You better tell your mommy you don't want to talk to her." And Ezekiel's little spirit just broke when he told his mommy, "I don't want to talk to you." So the injuries that are occurring to these children are well known by Anne-Marie Ambrose, Department of Human Services, the bigamy and fraud scam, and on the 24th, they actually reported, Erick Brown and Saundra Sullivan reported a stolen vehicle, which is fraud. Erick Brown does illegal car repairs on the street and steals vehicles from himself and reports them for either insurance fraud or to allege that someone's doing something to him. I uploaded a video today where Erick is using terror threats, bullying, and everything else to try to make the Grinage, Brownson family, Ezekiel and Arriyel's family, back off. And we're going to do all we can lawfully to continue to try to rescue our children. Rescue our grandchildren, Lorraine Grinage's children, Ezekiel and Arriyel Brown, who are being abused and injured by Erick Lee Brown and Saundra O. Sullivan in the commission of several fraud crimes, including Social Security disability fraud. So Lorraine's going to dial the phone, and we're going to just tape whatever happens, which is probably going to be a hang-up. But if it's not a hang-up, if he lets it go into voicemail, we're going to tape Lorraine saying that she has a right to talk to her children, and she wants to know if her children are okay. We have not seen Ezekiel and Arriyel since March 28, 2010. It's going directly into voicemail. Okay. To remind him that he told Whitney to talk to him today. This is not the first time you lied. You haven't seen your kid since March 28th and he's in violation of the order, custody order. Let him know.
Eric, this is Lorraine calling. I was calling. Web had let us know that he spoke with you this morning, and you had promised him he could speak to the kids today at 6, that they would be home from so-called school.
Which is a daycare. 10 hours a day is too long.
Which is actually a daycare facility.
They were getting education here, not warehouse.
Yeah, like I said, I was just calling.
Let him know that he's in violation of Judge Matthews' order.
You do need to know that you are in violation of
the legal custody order and the visitation.
Legal custody. You do have physical custody, but we share legal custody, and I do plan to take action to hold you accountable for being in violation.
And I'm pressing charges for terror threats.
And, yeah, we're pressing charges for you threatening my mom, as you did today on voice.
Look on HARRIET YouTube, and look on Facebook, and look on HARRIET.org. Your face is everywhere, and your voice threatening me today.
So, yeah, so I'll be taking action about that, and this is also being recorded right now.
You're injuring Ezekiel and Arriyel.
You're ignoring
post-traumatic stress syndrome, parent alienation injury.
You're ignoring the grandmother's attempts to reach out to our loved ones, which is my children.
Yeah, they have a real family.
And the fact that you are willing to cause our children this much harm and this much
pain, and then threaten us, that's terror threats.
Their right to their mother is just heinous.
And you did a false report of a stolen vehicle.
You will suffer the consequences for your actions.
The police have been notified, 2nd District and the District Attorney.
How long
you falsely reported a stolen vehicle yesterday. Okay. All right, we hung up, as you can see. All right.